What are these OPT problems that students face, and how do they get caught up in these visa scams?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think really all of this kind of came to light a couple of years ago that there are thousands of students who've been caught up in the scam because basically the State Department and Customs and Border Patrol came together, came up with a list of students who've been involved in these issues and started revoking their visas in a blanket fashion. And so this is when it came to light that this was actually happening to students. And so a lot of these companies are very specific in who they target. So, for example, for Indian national students, we have heard of four different companies. One, I believe, is named AZ Tech. Another one is named Integra, where thousands of Indian national students were just getting caught up in these scams. And initially, they're not really aware it's a scam because it starts off like any other OPT internship. Usually students are getting recruited by, recruiters that they find online, or people are reaching out to them on job search websites. And this is what has happened to a few of our clients, that somebody actually reached out to them and said, I have this great job opportunity for you. It sounds like any other internship. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky because it sounds like a legitimate job offer. But as time goes on, they're asked to pay for certain training courses that they do. The students will pay, and then eventually the recruiter and the company will stop being in touch after the students have paid for the training, have done some of the trainings. So I believe the scam aspect of it comes from the fact that these companies are making money off of having students pay for trainings. And a lot of times it's not even that much money. It's a few $100s. And then but they're replicating the scam with lots of students around the country and making money off of students this way. So then what ends up happening to the students is they pay for the training, they're waiting for, placement with another company, which is what these agencies do. And then they stop hearing from the company, no phone calls are returned, no emails are returned. And this is a big part of the problem. So students usually in this situation, and a lot of times it's not even their fault. Some of these agencies are actually being promoted on university websites as legitimate agencies. But then, this happens to them and they're like, okay, well, that didn't work out. So I'm going to go ahead and find another OPT internship. And they actually end up finding, a legitimate job, doing great, getting that H-1B petition. Ultimately, one day they will just get an email from the State Department that says, hey, your visa has been revoked. It has come to our attention that you maybe have worked with a fraudulent company or perpetrated fraud. And for students in this situation, I'm very sympathetic because I think because these companies are so smart in how they target the students, it doesn't immediately occur to them that this might not be legitimate until it's too late.
Yeah, and this is heartbreaking because students lose money, lose out on good job opportunities, and then even potential visa access. And just to clarify for our viewers, CPT is for internships while they're studying, and then OPT is for full-time jobs after graduation, but it can happen in both of these.